My fun and Melanine and well met indeed. I'm Arakir Galajerthan, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, but welcome back to Warhammer 2 as we continue on winning with the Wood Elves. We are really rather winning. We're closing hugely in on our objective, which is a short campaign victory, which is 500 forest health in Athelloren, and then win the ensuing battle. Athelloren, if you are interested, is growing massively at 8 points a turn. It's like 14 or something turns away from being at 500. So we're really closing in. We don't really need to worry about too much. But back to our actual campaign. The sisters are sitting in the Entwife Wood as we have 6 turns left on the ritual. There are 2 attacks about to come, so we're going to have to fend them off in today's episode. We are then making preparations to move our army north to hit Nagorond. So, she is heading back to already make that jump, because Erun Las Gallen is also now healing. As you can see, 8 points a turn, which is madness, but then part of that is from battles and raising. Ilfrin is gathering up some forces, where we just defeated some Clan Pestilence units on the southern front. But we've got enough money for Ilfrin to actually get some real recruitment, so we'll move him back to Erun Las Gallen and actually train some units. But I do believe at the moment we are on an end turn, so let's just go ahead and do that. We are going to hit Nagorod, that's the plan. We're going to take Klargarond and try and get the dragon from the story for the sisters, just so that we actually complete the quest line, really. Not necessarily the victory conditions, but the quest line unique to the sisters themselves, which of course sees them eventually, if you wish it, riding a dragon. Although many people have suggested that you don't get them to ride the dragon and instead you keep them on the eagle because the dragon's more useful on its own, someone said. I don't know if that's even possible, actually. Hello, Empire. Oh, non-aggression pact. Are you all with anyone I like? No. The Vissenland. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll try and keep you alive. The undead are closing in. But then we won't really need to. To be honest, we don't really need to do anything. We should just send all of our armies back to the Oak, sit there and wait. And that'd be it. That'd be enough to see us win, to be honest. Diplomatic relations with the High Elves is down, but public order and leadership is up, or public order is down everywhere for 10 turns. That is a big hit. But we get better public relations, and our research rate goes up. Not really bothered about that, so we'll deny their audience for now. Ah, yes, and we got another. The enemy forces invasion begins. Who comes for us? Gorfag Korloba. Brings... Oh, he's got 3 rogue idols. Oh, that's interesting. They updated the armies to include previous units. Oh, yeah, and river trolls as well. All DLC-based units. Or at least all units that came with an update. They haven't been there since the Wood Elves existed. Same with that one. It's interesting that they're orcs that are coming for us. How much money have we got? Plenty! And just as you guys upgrade as well. Nice. We were making you better along there, weren't we? And we're up to rally now, where we can get up to the higher tiers, which will help our archers an awful lot more. So I'd be considering doing that, but we were also improving them themselves by making them better. But I don't think we really need to. We'll continue to make the army stronger. That'll help. All right, let's go back to where things are ticking off. Regiment of Renown unlocked. Firebark Elders, Flaming Treekin. Within these living, walking timbers, the souls of great elven warriors wield powers of incendiary magic. And we've gained a follower, Eternal Guard, get more leadership, and enemy hero chances down. It's because we completed the 400 healing point on Athelloren. Alright. Right, you are going home. The Deep Roots. We are going to send you. Now because I've clicked that, we're all over the place. Alright, I'm going to take you. You there? This army is able to Deep Roots. Select it, then click the Deep Roots button on a distant magical forest to travel there. Yes, we're going home. Ta-da! Alright. Welcome back, welcome back.
Listen.
Oh, you were in forced march. Alright, we'll sit in there and let's train something for you. Anything. Oh, we could give you a Regiment of Renown, actually, couldn't we? We've got Treekin, so we might as well add another one. Yeah, go on. Plenty of archers otherwise. So there you are. Nice. Right, so she's going to begin our assaults, actually. They don't need to sit in Lothlorien. Let's head you run north. We're going to Ariel's Hall. And then in the south, Ilfrun. If I use that one, can you get back to Erun Las Gallen quicker? Yes. Oh, you can get straight into it. But we can't recruit until next time. But that's fine. We wouldn't have been able to anyway. Itza has not been taken. So he might have a purpose still to head out and hit that. But when we end the turn now, we are about to be attacked by both of these. We've got a solid garrison in the Entwife Wood. So we're going to have a formidable army. And of course, we've got the Sisters of Ariel. With Ariel herself.
They are still our...
Greetings, greetings. You want a military alliance and you'd like me to pay you for it. You have defensive alliance with Eotane and myself. You're at war with people I don't like. And we're about to go to Naggaron, so balls to it. Go on. Join in, sons. Let's turn the elves together against the enemies of the world. Let's see what these orcs are going to do. Oh, the dwarves don't really have much dealings with you. We don't really have many dealings with you, rather. You are at war with Clan Moors, who I am also at war with. Warriors of Chaos and Grimgors are boys. And you are on good terms with all the humans. So, yeah, we'll jump in with that. Right, come on, orcs. Let's be having it. We get the fantastic battleground, don't we, actually? That previously I scorned and then realised that actually walls aren't all that much. So, oh, go on then. It's worthwhile having the Wood Elf battleground anyway, because it gives you all the checkpoints and it gives you a nice high ground in the centre. Oh, Jesus, how many of you are there? You want a military alliance. You're against Wintertooth, and they'll pay me 2,000 for it. Go on, let's turn against the whole world. It's getting that way. Ah, and there they are, the Savage Orc invasion. Which didn't attack me. Oh, fools. You absolute morons. Alright, well, we're going to kill them then in 2 individual battles. Should we take on Gorkil Spearchucker first? He has got 4 giants, 3 stone trolls, river trolls, 1 rogue idol, 5 units of orc boar boys, and 4 savage orc boy biggins. So even bigger. It's just all cavalry and units that grief an army like ours. The alternative is this fellow who has a load of infantry with only a few cavalry units, but then he's got a lot more rogue idols. Right, let's take on this one first. Oh, we don't need to lightning strike. Look at that. Oh dear. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. But we'll fight it because we've not seen the rogue idol in battle, nor we've seen giants, or stone trolls, or river trolls. So even though we're going to decimate this fool, we'll fight it anyway. And we'll display the decimation for the channel. But I really am quite surprised at how quickly and easy it is to win as the Wood Elves in their new iteration. We have done very little, really. And we've only claimed 3 forests, and only 1 of those has a Ritual of Rebirth completed, and yet the tree is almost healed. I would have thought you'd need to at least heal 3, if not 4, of the, I think, 8 available forests in order to get the tree up to 500. It's madness. Particularly given that the other trees are all actually in great danger. They are all surrounded, and the Wood Elves there haven't done anything of note. Right, Hawks, let's get you up close and personal. Now, if memory serves from reading the army thing at the beginning, they don't actually have anyone that's going to shoot anything at us, other than doesn't the Rogue Idol throw rocks at people? I think he does. Looking pretty cool there. I mean, they're orcs, so temper how cool you think they look. There's a lot of cavalry. They are going to try and decimate our forces. And we don't have... We don't want to start our archers too far forward, actually, because they are going to be in range. The enemy cavalry is just going to beam us down. Do we try and go... No, that hill looks like it would be good, but actually they'll just charge up there and come down that side. But then all of those will have to come up here. So I think we should take that hill. We need to go somewhere where we can give them a unified front for the 4 infantry forces that we have. If we allow them to get in amongst our archers, the battle is lost before it's even begun. But that hill at the back there's probably a good bet. So let's move back up here. And you guys can deploy wherever you like, so you might as well just go there. And we'll move you into position in due course. Well, why? Why? Just start them where we want them to go. Probably a little further forward, actually. Okay, Hawks, you can stay down there where you are. She can go with you, and Ariel, you're going to come up the back here as well. Oh, you can start out in front as well. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, start deployment. start battle, slow her down just while we line everybody up. So Team 2, I'm actually going to move you more like that. Team 3, who are far more expendable, you take a more defensive approach as well. And then Team 4, form a line across the front. Now, they're going to try and flank us, and we want to actually use the trees as much as possible, so let's pull further back up the hill into the trees. And also, let's not just do a big long line, because it won't really work. You're going to have to use the sort of checkered line technique, which means you're far less effective, but you can cover more ground. And Ariel's actually not that bad in a fight, is she? So let's put her in the middle. Alright, and let's volley on some of these. Try and hit them when they group up, but they're not grouping up, so just hit whichever ones you can. Right, you guys, I'd like a wider target. You might as well send in those to try and harass some enemy units straight away. That'll give us some benefit. A free unit to just get killed off is nay bother to me. Alright, and Hawks, let's fly you up the hill. Keep firing as you go. So we have 1,338, and they have lost about 30 people so far. There we are, they're going to... Let's go back up to normal speed. Oh, done that in a bad place. Not that bad. I mean, I know it's not really designed to hit that type of unit, but... it's not really designed to hit cavalry, but it'll do in a pinch, won't it? Alright, that archer unit has been killed off, but that's okay. Pull back over here. Pull the Hawks up. Oh, if they bring forces forward one by one, that would be a dream. It's the giants that I'm most concerned with. How easy are giants to kill with beaming them down? Can you do your dart from there? Yes, you can. Nice. She's got Dweller's Bow, Shield of Thorns. There isn't anything flying, so we can't use Tempest. Oh, a reasonable hit on the giant. Just kill what you can. The problem, though, is that they've got a lot of single entity units, so it doesn't really matter if we're getting a lot of kill stats. Maybe it would be better if you do target the giant there. Oh, that giant goes down quickly when you do mass target it. Alright, let's try that then. Team 3, all of you hit that one. Give it everything you've got. Team 1, it looks like you're probably getting shot by our own forces, so let's pull you around. Oh, yes, nice. That giant's essentially dead. Next. Oh yeah, and look, most of them are running before they've even fought. Yeah, this battle is over before we even get anywhere with it. What have we down here? Stone trolls running into the mix. I don't really have anything else to target with the volley, so we'll just do it on that big one there. Get him taken out. Oh, yeah, they're all running away. Oh, it's over anyway. Well, kill as many as you can. Fire away. Fire at will. Fire as you will it. Too far away. No, I think they're all out of range now. Oh, that was ridiculously easy. I thought the challenge, the armies that would go 31. Oh god! I thought the armies that were going to come and try and stop the rituals would actually be armies. I was foolish to think that they might pose a threat. I mean, to my, I suppose, inexperience, because I don't like the orcs, so I've not really played as them, and thereby I've let myself down, because thereby I don't really understand the orcs' capacity, their strengths, their weaknesses. And I look at that army and I think, oh, that looks like it's going to be a real threat. There's a lot of cavalry in there, and we are an inherent archer nation. Archers in the triangle of original weaks and strengths and weaknesses. Cavalry beats archers. And there are a lot of single entities in there that if they can get in amongst they can disrupt and destroy our melee forces while our archers are then tied up with the cavalry. But of course, in truth, we have so many archers that we just pinpoint each one of these, one at a time, take them out before they do anything.
This is the price you pay. Ariel grants
We have so much money, so we'll take the replenish, and I won't fight the second battle. We will Oh, you might as well do the life bloom. We'll just let the AI win that.
Of Twilight. This is the life. Coin before
Kill those
cruelty,
ones,
eh?
and they upgraded again. Alright, which one do we want? Nature's Quiver, I should have thought. Missile resistance, ammunition and range, melee defense, weapon strength, charge bonus, missile strength. So that one, the arrows do more damage, along with various other melee units. But that one, your arrows fly farther, you have more of them, and your own units tank other arrows better. But we probably are going to get all of them, to be honest. But we'll start with Swift and Steady and make our archers more lethal before we worry about their defensive prowess.
With the forest.
Oh, we lost 2 melee units in the defense there. Oh, that's disappointing. But we now have an opportunity to train some real units. So should we swap out the Deepwood Scouts for more Way Watchers? Deepwood Scouts. Where's the Way Watchers? There. Way Watchers have less health, less leadership, but more speed, more melee, more weapon strength, more charge bonus, more ammunition, and more range. Blimey. And yeah, look, even the normal Deepwood Scouts are worse than us because we're quite experienced now. So the Way Watchers are in essence in all ways better, but there are a few less of them. So does the range make up for it? It's an interesting one. Almost certainly I should have thought. What about the actual Forest Stalker, Armor Piercing Missiles, Good Range and Master Ambusher. Forest Stalker, Vanguard Deployment, Master Ambusher. Armor Piercing Missiles. Yes. But we do need melee forces. So that's what we need to focus on here now. For the moment though. And to be honest, we've been having a lot of success with Treeman as our holding the line style unit. And look, they're only 65 Eternal Guard. Winterheart Guards are our Eternal Guards with shields. Yeah, they look so much... They just seem to be so much better. Let's pin them. And check compared to those. More health, more armor, more leadership. But the others have better speed. It's an interesting one, isn't it? It's a very interesting one. I'm going to chuck in a couple of Treekin, I think. And we'll just keep the Deepwood Scouts because they are quite experienced. So they've been serving us well. There's no need to get rid of them. And the army can march.
Ariel lights the way.
We'll start with Ariel's Hall in the hope that Nagaron's force has been... We've circumvented them moving on us. Oh, you need the Ritual of Rebirth to do that. Well, you might as well build that. And we've got all 3 of those. Should we go with that one? Hero capacity untainted. Yeah, what the hell? There's lots of Skaven around here, so let's untaint it. And Ilfran, let's pad your army out. You've got a fair few archers, you've got a fair few infantry, but one of each different type. I really dislike that. It bothers me a lot. War Dancers, Eternal Guard, Wildwood. Let's get some... You can only take 4 more units, so let's take 2 more Way Watchers. And I'm going to swap out that Eternal Guard for more spears. And we'll take a 3rd Way Watcher. Or another Way Watcher. Yeah, perfect. Little army there. So in 2 turns he'll have his full army as well. And our forces will be doing well everywhere. Very disappointed at the Orc attack on the Entwife Wood though. That was pathetic. I mean, why did they even bother trying? That was useless. So we'll end the turn again. We've moved on Nagaron. Oh, I should have looked. I should have looked, Gallo. That was foolish. We should have checked, first of all, to see. Oh, and will you bugger off? Oh, our constant battle against Pestilence continues. Schlanhuapek will be next on their target list. They've only got 3 regions south of here. How are you not defeating them, Itza? Must we do absolutely bloody everything? Yes, is the answer to that question. But Ilfrin will take 1 more turn until he's ready, but then we can move back and take a Schlotl. Hopefully they don't ride north before we're able to do so.
Battle. A regrettable necessity.
Gorkil came back, and we'll kill him off. They looted a Schlotl, he died. We gained the other Trickster's Shard. 20% magic resistance around self constantly. No, that's not bad. a brutal business. Weapon damage for all armies for the next 10 turns. Wargrave of Woe have been destroyed. Court of Liberus. The savage orc invasion has failed. Which means we can get you out as soon as we're able, which is only 4 turns away. Oh, that's good. But given that the final battle for the Oak of Ages is going to be in the Oak of Ages, part of me thinks we should send them up there already, because it's only going to be 10 turns until that completes its rituals. But no, we'll complete the quest and then we'll do the final ritual at the Oak. So we'll wait for whatever. We will wait for that first. There's those Sisters of the Thorn things. We don't have any of those. Improve the Word of Pain, what the hey. Right, so in 4 turns we can get you out, which also happens to be 1 turn after that concludes, so that's handy. And our army can continue moving on Naggarond. Now remember, Naggarond is under attack from the south, where our soon-to-be staunch allies of the Heshwatl are moving north. So Naggarond attacked us at pretty much the wrong time.
The blight. We fight for Athel Lauren's future. Return the land to purity.
But if we can deny them...
Reshaper of forest.
Although it's almost certainly Skaven over there in the Hexfall, so that's annoying and irritating. I don't really need you to improve that. Let's keep going down here. Let's make our treemen stronger again. And you stay there for a turn, and we'll head... We should be able to get to Kargarond without any resistance, really, because Naggarond's forces will all be far away, worrying about someone else. So we don't need to worry about them too much. But we do need Ashlottl back, or we don't heal here, and then we can move on Itza. But Ilfrun's army should be able to do it. I have faith that his force will be enough to deal with Pestilence.
On behalf of the Mage
Lord
Queen.
Mastermundi, are you coming for something good? Yes, I do want a military alliance with you. Thank you very much. That secures our southern flank. It's not really a flank, is it? Lothlorien is a single province. But if we can just get Heshwatl to border us, we will get trade with a nation for once. But no, as expected, Pestilence are now going back to take Schlanhuapek, and we're going to have to... We just need to kill these disgusting vermin once and for all. For the AI is evidently not good enough to put down the threat of the Skaven. So someone of power needs to step in and deal with it. Oh, Naggarond have come to raid us. Raid all you want, Naggarond. It's not going to save you. Nothing will save you now. Do you not recall the destruction that was dealt by our people to your leader himself?
Relent!
Move both those Charybdis, Cobran chariots, dark shots, third spears. Valandwil Griefbringer. Do we trust that the defense of Lothlorien is more than enough to hold him back? Yes, I think we should, and continue being aggressive. Balls to it. Let's get Klargarond. Ah, we got the speed boost in the research. Fantastic. We were then going to go for Kane, weren't we, to improve all of our elf units. Recruit rank is up by 2 for all units, and fear for elf units. Does that mean that all of our elf units generate fear, so anyone around them becomes scared? Or, because one could read that as our elf units all become scared themselves by simply obtaining this. We don't really use any of those. Leadership +5 for elf units. Let's go for that one, I suppose. Missile resistance for elf units. Let's go for that instead. Right, we can now move our army out. Can we get to Schlanhuapek before they present a problem? No, we can't. So, do we just move on Itza instead then, and clear out that way? Well, no, because Schlanhuapek's the furthest away. This is where they're based. Subatun, Oishil, and Mangrove Coast. And you can see the Itza have been beaten back to Chupayotl and the marks of the old ones. But we've got dwarves on the western border who are allied to us as well. So we could take Itza and Ashlottl and force them to come back. But I think it's probably better to try and meet their army. So let's head out to Schlanhuapek.
Cannot, not. Proud son of Athel
Do we want to do that? They can intercept us, and if we die, then we fully die. But it also means that we can get to Schlanhuapek the turn after they take it. Whereas our alternative is 3 turns away. And for some reason, we'll be... Oh, that's diplomatic repercussions.
Orders?
Ah, sod it.
Your request
Be
is
aggressive.
reasonable.
Take yourselves into the trees there. And wait. Right. Oh, they improved again. Non-stop improvement. We haven't even done anything. Alright, let's see what Pestilence do with that. Naggarond comes for Lothlorien. Yes. Right, and what have you really got? Blackguard of Naggarond, Sisters of Slaughter, Black Ark Corsairs, Dread Spears, Dark Shards, Dread Knights, 2 Chariots, Scourge on a Chariot. Not the most formidable army that's been put before us. And remember that the garrison army that we are using here defeated Malekith without having any reinforcements. So I'm not as concerned at what Valandwyl is going to bring for us. He doesn't have as many... Like, there's no dragons this time, so we haven't got any threat from that. And if we can use our Dragon's Breath well, it's exactly the same defensive army we had before. So I feel confident, quietly confident. Let's set up our finest in the centre. They have Vanguard deployment, so they can start out there. But it's the flanks we need to worry about. And this time they seem to be more focused on that right-hand side. But I think 1 spear unit on each side will probably be a good idea. We don't want to group the spears together on a single side. Archers, once again, though, I do think that just lining you all up down the middle is probably the best bet. And then we can turn and shoot as and when required. Dragon doesn't really matter where he goes because he can fly. And then we've got a shed load of Wildwood Rangers. So you can have 3 on each side.
Wildwood Rangers!
Wildwood Rangers. Get him nice and far flung forward. Right, hold that line. Those 3 Wildwood Rangers, let's get you down there. You're almost certainly going to be attacked by the enemy's chariot, but balls to it.
Swiftly now!
Wildwood Rangers! Immediately!
Get yourselves into the forest if you can. And our big tree-ish fellow, actually. Why don't you go with the tree... Oh, Reaper Bolt Thrower, of course. That is going to give us some jip. Because there are 3 of those. And it looks as though they're going to fire them all at us before they ever move in on us. Oh no, they are coming. Good. Sending the dragon out to deal with those seems a bit of a waste of time though, doesn't it? I think probably best to just endure the fire. Plus 44% missile resistance, but down 24 melee defense.
We will obey!
Does that last as long as we turn it off?
Ready and waiting!
Ah, unfortunately the ones on the right are targeting a different unit. Oh yeah, keep that up. Cold One Chariots are moving in, and there's Griefbringer himself. Don't let the dragon get brought down unnecessarily. Oh, they're taking a lot of morale damage to those... Oh, they're not even coming around the right-hand side, so let's move the army around.
Straight away!
Don't really know what their plan here is, actually. Ah, they've found themselves once again. Strength that rides with them. The enemy comes mostly down the middle. Right, dragons. Let's get you over here. We can hit that unit at least. The enemy general is soon to die. I don't think you guys need to be over there either.
Warriors of Ariel! Immediately!
Oh no, look at that down there. Oh, that's probably a bit of a waste. Don't do your breath there, Right, curling round. A Charybdis has come through and hit us, and there's a Charybdis in the centre. Now you can definitely do your breath on those. It should... No, then do it on them. There you go. Give them a blast. Yes, that's good to see.
Children of Athelloren! Ha! Armed and ready!
In we go, guys.
Attack!
Burst forth.
Wildwood Rangers!
Units on that side have been smashed.
Missiles ready! Wildwood Rangers!
There. We could do it definitely there. You've got 30 more seconds on that. Our archers aren't really doing much, are they?
Bowman ready! Immediately!
We've got a lot of targets out here that could do with just being beamed down.
Kill
the chariots here, for example. Stop doing arcing shots over the top and let's just actually focus on killing something. There's 2 archer units there grouped up. Oh no, Wildwood Rangers are just staring at them. Come on, fight them, guys. Right, there we are. That's got those chariots running. Turn and hit those Black Ark Corsairs. Much of the enemy army is in a sort of disarray. Come back and hit these. We can't. They haven't really grouped up, annoyingly. So then we've got one place where we can really overwhelm them with the Dragon's Breath. We need to use it wherever we can because it does work wonders. Right, and while you're waiting, go and hit their siege. Yeah, right hand side's not gone too well. I need that Charybdis killed. All of you. Just ping it. There we are, that's going to kill that very quickly. Yes, down it goes. And then if we can hit those Dark Shards. Come in and hit those. Yep, that's the Dark Shards taken out. Cold One to Chariots, turn and target them. How are we doing on the left? Ah, they seem to be breaking. How's the dragon doing? Not as well as one would hope. Ah, why don't you just finish him off? Right, Team 2, reposition on the top of the hill again.
Kill them!
Are you killing him? Are you killing him? Oh, he's running away again. Go on, go and get him. Finish him! We've lost a few more than we lost under Malekith, and they've got a very different army makeup to Malekith's forces. There's a lot of archers still alive there. I don't like that. And we're taking a hell of a lot of fire from the Reaper bolt throwers. But we really need the archers to... Oh, the enemy army is about to completely break and run away. Yeah, we've won. Nice. Doesn't really matter when you take losses in city defense. Oh, it doesn't matter when you take losses in any battle, but in city defenses especially. Because unless they've got an army right behind them, your army's just going to heal and they'll be fine. But if they'd managed to utilise their bolt throwers better, if they'd used their bolt throwers to target my archers, I think they might have taken the day there. But as it stood, they used them on units that didn't really matter, and it kept most of their force chasing off after our Wildwood Rangers, whilst our archers then took down anything that tried to follow. So poor form on their part has led to their own demise. But what can you expect? They are the AI. But I think battles like that show that turning up the difficulty to artificially enhance the morale of the enemy just doesn't really serve a purpose. We won that one fair and square. We lost a fair few units. They did do well, and we succeeded because our archers were able to turn the tables on them. You might as well have ducked. We've got so much money, it just doesn't matter. I don't want to risk actually releasing forces to them. Oh, Nagaronda coming in the south. Is that Malekith himself? Oh, Malekith has changed continents altogether. I don't know how he's managed to come down here. Oh, they can retrain him anywhere they want when he gets killed, can't they? And there we are, Schlangenwapek falls. Our movement worked. Fantastic. So they sieged it, but they didn't bother taking it. So now we can just chase them down to Ashlotl. And now that our army's full as well, I needed to go back to Lothlorien for training, but I suppose we could have done it in Ashlotl. It would have just taken a turn longer. And in hindsight, I should have done that.
Kill them now, Nestra. Only
Oh, vampire counts. You're at war with Tertukwa, Warriors of Chaos and Last Defenders, and you're in a place I really am not bothered about. So, fine, I'll take 3,000 gold coins not to attack you, and I wasn't going to anyway. Yeah, go on. We're forming one large host of Wood Elf alliances. Confederation, settlements lost or settlements sacked.
The Sisters of Twilight.
But we're not worried about this area. It's all going on in the jungles still. So, Schlangenwapek needs to be repaired, but nothing more. It is one of the advantages of not having a real army. See, we can get really close to Ashlotl, but I think it's probably better now to go back to normal. No balls to it. Keep up the aggression. Move to there, and then we'll set you to the normal movement stance. And up in Lothlorien, Valenduil has almost nothing. Our garrison will recoup, and we have now moved on to Storagor,
Reshaper of forests.
which
Make
we will
Ariel
easily
and
sack.
Orion proud.
I mean, I'm tempted to
Strip
actually
the
just
growth
raise it to
from
the
them.
ground. I mean, we really don't want places
They
far
must
out,
be
but
broken. Nothing may grow here again. They cannot be
what do we get
allowed
if we
to
do take
thrive.
somewhere that isn't a heathland? Is it our normal options? It
Reshaper
is,
of
isn't it?
forests.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
Mage of the
But she's
Faithful.
improving all the while, which is good. Forest Fury, the Dwellers Below. Yeah, go on, take that. She's got the Awakening of the Wood and the Dwellers Below then.
One
Okay,
before.
so she's about 2 turns away from Clargerond. Improving her army all the time as well, which is always nice to see. She's got a fairly good army, but it's disappointing they're all Glade Guard and they're only scouts, they're not Way Watchers. We could do with swapping her out for Way Watchers, but don't worry about that in due course. I'm not overly bothered, in fact I'm not bothered at all about holding Karak Zorn, so let Malekith come down and claim that. And
Awaiting bloodshed.
we've only now got a single turn until that ritual is complete, and we can get one more of the very elite research options, which I'm pleased with. It's interesting that Malekith has come down here, because this is where he really doesn't want to be. If he's looking to die, then he's found the army that will certainly do that
Grant you
for
an
him.
audience.
So don't waste our time.
What do you want, Vlad? I don't want a non-aggression pact with you, because you have all the forests that I was hoping to take. But then actually we're not going to... We probably won't take any more forests, I'm afraid, people. Because we're likely to win the campaign long before we need to. So
She is
once we
dawn
have
and
done
I am dusk.
the quest line for the
Either
sisters to
can
get the
unlock
dragon,
you.
then I'll probably then just look to win the game. So we're not... I doubt we'll take any other forests. Yeah, go on. Leonardo Catrazza.
Athel Lauren's
Oh,
patience.
but everyone wants to talk to us, don't they? Jesus. I've just become the strongest nation in the game or something. Because everyone suddenly wants non-aggression pacts. I'm not paying you for a non-aggression pact. I barely know you. Ah, yes. Gift from Lord Dave. Ritual of Rebirth completed. 5,000 gold, +1 amber, abundant growth, leadership, growth of public order, and deep roots cleared. Cooldown reduction for the deep roots. And the forest is cleansed. You no longer need worry about holding the surrounding heathlands, and indeed in a turn you can then just hop off. But first, we are free to choose another one of these. Now we're only going to likely get 3 of these, so we need to choose carefully. Reload time reduction for all armies is pretty damn useful. And a constant Ubri infusion for Dryads, Treekin, and Treeman units. Wisdom the Cypress. 5 additional forest health for raising, fire resistance, vigor loss. I'm not too bothered about that one. Winds of Magic down for Lore of Beast spells. Flock of Doom for all ancient Treeman lords. Not too bothered about that. Income from settlement buildings. We've got lots of money. Expert charge defense for Eternal Guard. We don't use them that much, so I'm not too bothered about that. Recruitment duration's pretty good. Upkeep and construction. Missile resistance. Casualty replenishment in foreign territory. So that's pretty handy. To be honest, I think Wisdom of the Yew is a no-brainer though, because we have such an archer-heavy nation that having them fire fast is just going to help in every
The
situation.
sisters
Do
are
we move
fire.
over to try and hit Malekith and stop him before he takes... Nah, he's going to get Zorn, whatever happens. I don't think
Itching
we
for
really need
fresh-
to... Right, let's continue our
Add
journey
a
to
spell.
Clargerond.
Wood Elf Spellweaver.
Bit at a time though. Yeah, there's
Lured
nothing really
by
going on there.
song.
Perfect. Move on then. The other army ran away, so Lothlorien can heal. And what of Ilfrin's pursuit? Oh, Pestilence ran off into the forest over there. Oh, bugger. Othiodi. Going down the Fleet Finger line. Right, let's go for normal marching for you now. And... oh, yeah, normal marching. Can you all reach Ashlotl? Oh, yes, we can.
Athel Lauren.
We'll hit Ashlotl, and I think we'll attack it, to be honest. Scarecrow banner. Only action targets when in area. Constant around self. Target if flying unit. Oh. -8 leadership for flying units around them. Oh, well, chuck it on him. What the hell. Alright, let's attack them straight away so that we can try and lure Pestilence away from Schlanpopek. It doesn't have any walls or anything, so we don't need to worry about that. It's just going to be an out in the open battle. 3 Hell Pit Abominations. Wolf Rats, we've dealt with those. Rat Ogres, nothing really in the garrison. Yeah. Ilfrun gets an opportunity to shine again as one of our generals. He hasn't fought too many battles, and of course we gained Ilfrun from our confederation with the Bowmen of Orion down in the Entwife Wood. So it wasn't one of ours, really. We don't hold much affiliation with him at the moment. He's not really earned a place in the betters of our armies. So we need to rectify that and give him something really proper to do. Now, we did attack them, but we have insane archer domination over them. So it's unlikely that they will just sit there and wait for us to move and shoot them. So they'll probably attack us. So I think it's best that we prepare our armies for the inevitability that they will come to us. And also with that large rock there, we've got our left-hand side covered. So I think this is probably a good spot to defend. Although we're in a bit of a ditch. Yeah, it's all horrible pocketed terrain. Oh no, this one's much better because then we can get them on the water. Yeah, pull down to the corner. You 3 are our defensive line, and we've got you 2 as more aggressive. We've got 4 cavalry units that are all aggressive. And of course we've got the Zoets, and then you 2 can go there as well. So everyone moved? Yes. Start the battle. Right, infantry, as I understand it, gets bogged down in water, but beasts and abominations and cavalry don't. But we'll pull to the water to try and maximise them slogging through it. They've got some storm vermin and whatnot. Right, cavalry, you're going to be a mobile right-hand flank. Take the Zoets with you.
Ready and eager.
We'll take you to plug that gap, and off the order you go on the right there.
Following orders.
He's got an eagle bow. He can do 3 arrows of Kernos, and he can do 3 arrows of Kernos. Are they going to stand and wait is very much the question, though. No, it looks like they are going to come. Yeah, they're moving on us. Those clan rats are so annoying. They don't kill anything, but they just stop. They just waste all your archers' ammunition. 6 of them still alive. There's a Hell Pit Abomination going over there. We really want to shoot Hell Pit Abominations if we can. Right, feel free to fire at will. Shoot at whatever you can. Bring everything down. That Hell Pit Abomination I want to remove. Don't really want to charge into a spear unit. Oh, the clan rats have hit us there. How did we do against that Hell Pit? They are going to avoid our melee line altogether. Annoyingly. Turn and do what you can. If you've got an arrow, charge it into that. So of the Hell Pit Abominations, one has been killed. Oh, the other one is going down now, actually. Taking a right pounding. No, don't worry about charging into something that shoots. Curlin hit that. We'll just shoot that out itself. Clan rats have come up on our cab. Oh, they're doing alright. Killing off the Rat Ogres, but the Hell Pit Abomination's fighting on. I want those Poison Wing Globadiers taken out, please. We've got plenty of time and the opportunity to do so. Yeah, let's give a bonus to someone. Oh, Storm Vermin are coming. Just charge them, balls to it. You're not going to be able to get into positions to make use of the defensive bonus, so just run at them. Kill what we can. Let's try and get a charge bonus on the Hell Pit Abomination again. The Zoets are very good actually against that. In fact, the Zoets are one of the main things that they can do is take out things like Hell Pit Abomination. But no, this one's definitely in our favour. They are about to pass parity in unit numbers, and yet the thing is so heavily in our favour. You'd think that we'd already won. For damn good reason now. I don't like having this much cavalry, particularly in a Wood Elf army. Our whole battle plan entirely revolves around keeping the enemy occupied with 1 or 2 melee units, while our archers just decimate everything else that is too slow to get to the front lines. And cavalry just doesn't really factor into that battle plan. It doesn't really have a role in amongst all of that. Can we kill that before it leaves? Did we kill Skrolk in the end? Yeah, I think we did. No, that got away. But then that doesn't matter. They'll all die, won't they? Because they're in the town. 346 lost. They lost over 1,000. Top kills today. Oh, I didn't do the top kills in the last battle. 177 Way Watchers. 179 Way Watchers. 118, though. Azrai Spears. That's pretty good. 93 all in the arrows. The Zoets killed 31. They took almost no damage. Those Zoets are amazing. They're such a powerful unit. I definitely need to use more of those, really. I'd be really interested to see what the final battle at the Defence of the Oak is going to be like. And what's actually going to come for us. I hope it's something we haven't fought before. It'd be so disappointing if it's Skaven. Because I feel like the Skaven just don't have an answer to us. None of their potential options seem to be doing anything. Their best bet, surely, is to go for Jezzails, the stupid sniper unit they get. Or Rattling guns and try and out-archer us. But of course, the AI can't focus on a really narrow battle plan. They have to spread themselves wide. And it often leads to their undoing. Speaking of undoing, I would like to merge these together and get rid of one of the... So the Wild Riders are way better. So it's Glade Riders that are going to go. I'm going to disband you while we're in Ashlockle. And I think what I'm also going to do is disband... I'd like more archers. I really would just like more archers. War Dancers versus Wildwood Rangers. It's a bit 50-50 between the two of you, isn't it? Forest Stalker, Armor Piercing, Damage Dealer. Forest Stalker, Anti-Infantry, Shadow Dancers of Loic and Dodge. Let's get rid of the Wildwood Rangers. Close that. I keep opening that. Get rid of that, and we will get rid of 2 Glade Guard. This is probably not the time to have done it, but we're going to do it anyway. So on global recruitment, we would like... We've got room for 4, and... I think what I would like... We'll keep 1 unit of War Dancers. And we're going to take Way Watchers. 3 more Way Watchers to get in there. And to be honest, I really don't need that. Those 3 cavalry is enough. The Zoets have a very clear function. Anti-large. They're an anti-cavalry cavalry in essence, aren't they? Or rather, an anti-sort of beast cavalry. Normal cavalry has its purpose as cavalry. I am going to get rid of them as well.
How can I assist you?
And I'm going to take... I think another... Oh, no, yeah, we're going to take the Blade Dancers. We'll take 2 units of Blade Dancers, get rid of those War Dancers. And then in that final slot, I think we'll take another unit of Archers. Oh, what are you? So there's the Sisters of the Thorn. Spellcaster, Forest Stalker, very fast Vanguard deployment. Oh, so they're Spellcasters. I didn't realise that. And they do have they're then Archer Cav. Well, let's give one of them a go. I know I've just gotten rid of a load of cavalry, but it's nice to actually have some unit variety. We don't want all the same armies. He's got 3 turns until he's going to be clear, which means the Pestilence army is going to hit him. Global recruitment duration down. Ah, fantastic. So if we train that, it will knock a turn off. Hopefully. Unless you have to click it to start it. Oh, he can go up on an eagle now. Do we want to bother with that? Or should we just make our units better? Let's just start making our units better. We've just gotten to the point where we can start making them cheaper, but I just don't think it matters anymore. Almost a useless ability now. And up in the north... our army is now but the turn away from Clargaron that we expect. But that is probably going to conclude today's episode. So the Entwife Wood has been healed, and in the next episode we can move the sisters away. I don't think I need to send them to Naggarond. I am kind of the opinion that I think I'll keep them down there to just keep Malekith in check, and then we should probably just send them to the Oak in anticipation. It's already at 430. It's going up at 6 per turn at the moment. So it is slightly worsening, but we're going to have another forest healed soon as we heal down in the other location. We could look to try and do some of the confederations. Win a battle against the Norska, occupy Clargaron, we're doing that one. Win 3 battles against the Greenskins, and we get Widrioth, Bretonia, Dwarfs, and raise or sack the following number of settlements, 10. We haven't done any. Oh, and that gives us Talsoon. Oh, that's interesting. We should probably do that one then. We should have raised those settlements up there. We could go on a spree. So maybe that's what we'll do with the sisters. We'll send them up to Naggarond and send them off to just start raising all of these provinces. Just destroy everything. Yeah, I think that's a plan. And all the while, just Ilfrin will just keep the forces of Pestilence in check so that we can finally heal Lascalon and get moving with that. But for now, and until we speak again, dear friends, I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. And Navarna den per Melonin, and farewell.